Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Episode 84 of the 9 to 5 Fitness Podcast. We have a pretty big show. I'd say it's a good show.
A good one, yeah.
We've planned it out,
Yep.
but we haven't planned it out that much because the best podcasts are the ones we don't plan out. Gab, how are you? How did you sleep?
Just take a deep breath, guys. If you're listening, just take a deep breath, right?
Been a mad rush.
Not even a mad rush. It's just mad in general at the moment. But I am good. There's lots happening at the moment. Probably had the worst sleep of my life. Could not stop coughing, bro.
Really?
I was streaming until like 2 a.m. and I was just coughing and I couldn't stop coughing for like an hour. So it was terrible. So I only had like 5 hours sleep. And
You're going full unhealthy gamer bloke on us.
Well, what do you mean, bro? I just don't need to see the sun, do I?
2 a.m.s.
Yeah. When FIFA came out, bro, I downloaded it at 9 a.m. and didn't leave the couch until 3 a.m. I'm not kidding though.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh, as in recently, like not the first ever FIFA.
No. As
in the other day.
On Tuesday.
Oh,
yeah,
grim.
Yeah, didn't leave the couch, mate.
That's back to your old
I was
roots.
grinding it out, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not here to, play around.
Do you get nervous about your addiction with FIFA and video games sometimes?
You guys know I'm not a gambling man. First time I ever gambled was after my birthday, right?
Birthday.
FIFA, mate. Different story. I will max out my credit card on FIFA points.
Yeah.
It's not Dad's credit card anymore. It's my credit card now. So, but anyway, not to go on too much of a tangent. Sorry, guys. Louis, mate, how are you? How'd you sleep?
I'm very well, thank you. I slept very well. I just drove 7 hours from Canberra, so I'm a little bit gassed, but I slept well.
Lots of driving, mate.
Didn't sleep behind the wheel, which is always a win.
No micro sleeps.
No micro
Was
sleep.
the old sleep? The old man just
Wake up around a tree.
Yeah. Oh god.
Managed to not do that though, so that's a
good.
win.
Cruise control.
Yeah. So I had a few beers on while I was driving and kept me awake.
That's awesome.
I'm kidding. I don't drink and drive.
Juice. Am I fully in frame? Yeah, sweet.
And can you have some trust in our producer, please?
No, because I set that camera up.
Oh fuck yeah! Don't trust that.
Yeah, don't trust me.
But yeah, so went to Canberra, which is a pretty random joint.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty like random place to go on a
Any
holiday. It was good. So I went with Dad. We like looking at museums.
Is he a good bloke?
Yeah, he's a good fella.
Yeah.
He goes all right. Yeah, but we like looking at museums and like Parliament and stuff.
Did you go to Science Works?
No, I think it's called Equinox or something.
Oh, they must have run out of money and someone bought them.
No, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't go though.
Okay,
Same
cool.
kind of thing. But saw Parliament.
Yeah.
I was there when when Parliament was on, so the big game was on, and they were arguing.
Who won?
I don't know. No one wins. They just
Tony
argue.
Abbott?
The big dog. I saw who's the one from Queensland? Whatever.
Pauline Hanson.
Nah, different.
Oh, Gladys.
Nah, he says that let 1,000 blossoms bloom about Crocs, but the Crocs aren't gonna. Not Clive Hart. Anyway.
Fraser Anning.
Nah, we're losing listeners as I talk. Can you tell me what's been happening with you? You got a new car?
Yeah, I did. It's good. Toyota Yaris 2013.
Fantastic. You enjoying it?
Whipping around the block. Yeah, it's really good.
The Suzuki Swift.
Yeah, Suzuki Swift with a few gutter rushes on the
To
side.
do some oopsies.
Yeah, oopsies.
Oopsies. Yeah. Well, that's huge, mate. I've got my half marathon coming up.
Oh, it's a few days, isn't it? How are you feeling for it? Did you do any running in Canberra?
Nah.
No.
I'll be right, though.
That's because it's like a taper anyway, so you'll be okay.
Yeah, I'm not too concerned.
Yeah.
I did a lot of time on my feet, which is like the main thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so by the time this is out, I would have ran it already. So go and check out my Strava to see how fast I did it or if I did it at all.
What game plan going into it? Strategy, pace, feelings, thoughts.
Okay, so ideally,
Yeah.
I'd love to run like a 4:20 pace marathon. I don't think that's going to happen.
Strong.
But game plan, bring a gel.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I'm going to have. And I'm going to have that at about the 11K mark. And I'm just going to grind it out.
Pre-workout?
Nah, no pre-workout. I have a few coffees though.
Yeah, fair enough.
Starts early.
Yeah.
At the MCG. Yep.
Where does it start from?
MCG, I think.
MCG,
Yep.
finish?
MCG.
Oh, so it's like you're running in circles.
Yeah, do a circle.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay.
I mean, that'll make sense. Cause
Well,
I could
good
bring
luck,
all my
mate.
stuff. Yeah, thank you.
We're all rooting for you, except the haters.
Yeah, they're not.
So, yeah, and in terms of my running, it was good. I did a 4K at 4:30 pace, but I found out it was kind of aggravating my patella a little bit. And, I got nationals for powerlifting coming up. So, even though I really enjoy the running, I'm enjoying it more than the gym at the moment.
Really?
Yeah. I think just because, the endorphins you get after running are just next level. And I don't know, something about absolutely gliding in the alpha flies just feels good on the beach with the sunnies on, no top, short shorts kind of deal.
It's got to be done.
Something about it's just really enjoyable. And yeah, I really want to continue it, but it's just aggravating my patella a little bit too much. So I'll probably have to pick it up after nationals. So I don't think there'll be any more runs for the moment. But
yeah, that's fair enough. You gotta pick your poison.
NTF Run Club coming soon.
Running is brutal for your body.
Yeah. To be obviously I'm not running same volumes as you, but I thought I would have been really sore after running, but I'm not getting sore at all. No shin splints, nothing.
That's good.
Body's taking it really well. And I know I got a lot of hate for my technique on running, and I did like a running technique session with my coach, and he's like, "When did you film that video?" And I'm like, "Oh, like after my run, after I'd already finished, it was pretty gassed, just like strung something together for the video." And he's like, "Your running technique's actually like pretty decent when you're like, not fatigued or anything."
Yeah.
So maybe like that fatigue had like a technique breakdown, because we did like all the technical stuff about, popping through the glute and, having like the optimal where you strike the foot and everything like that. And he said like it wasn't too bad. So I think maybe because my technique is decent, I'm not getting too sore.
Yeah, that, and also like you're just bigger. Like it's just like you're not going to look like Kipchoge when you're running, are you?
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone always comments on running style. So I was copying it the other day on TikTok. Some kids like, I watched a lot of sports in my day, and that's not a good running form.
Yeah, well, they're just like the armchair expert, aren't they?
Exactly, is what it is. Last weekend you went to a festival on your own. It's weird.
Yeah, well, I like doing that just because no one can kind of keep up with me.
Big dog.
I lose my mates in the mosh pit anyway. Everyone thinks it's weird, or you go to a festival by yourself, but like the festival the other day, there were only 3 people I wanted to see, and they were all in a row together. It was Jid, Trippy Red, and Roddy Rich. Do you know any of them?
None. Trippy Red, I think, is your favourite. Your most listened to artist.
Most listened to, correct. Not my favourite, but my most listened to.
Well,
no, it just happens that he's got a lot of songs. You get me?
Do you ever like get obsessed over a song and just like listen to it a lot?
Of course I do, and then I burn it out, and I don't want to listen to it anymore after a little bit. But yeah, it was really good fun. I wore what's called a shiesty in
balaclava,
there, just because I didn't want the smoke. Just wanted to be incognito mode, so I went in there. It was really good fun. Obviously, nothing compared to like an American rap festival, but it was good. Good to see the artists and had fun. But I think I got sick after it. So yeah.
So going to the festivals on your own. Do you have any tips for people who want to do that?
Well, to be honest, I'm not there to like drink and sit around on the thing, because if I was doing that by myself, I feel like that'd be weird. But I was there just to like send it in the mosh pit, just like, which is not what you do. You hate that kind of stuff.
I hate mosh pits.
So I'm just there to soak up the energy, see the music kind of thing, get in, get out.
So you went sober?
Yeah, literally sober, yeah.
That's huge.
When you're in mosh pits like that, it's like you need everything to your advantage to help with your performance.
Yeah, but you'd be the only sober one in there.
Maybe.
I reckon.
But also, like, if you're actually in the mosh pit, you can't like go in and out to get drinks and stuff. But everyone's vaping in there and stuff, which is something they can do to kind of enhance their feeling, I guess. But like to actually get drinks and you're planted in the mosh pit, you can't really do that unless you have like a flask on you or something.
Yeah, I reckon it's so impressive that you go to festivals on your own. I remember on my gap year, like going to a pub on my own was like terrifying. You have to go and make friends and stuff, and
but you don't, like, people just come up to you, and I suppose like when they recognize me and stuff, like that's an easy way to kind of make friends. And but I don't need to talk to anyone. I'm there to listen to the music, to be fair.
Nah, for sure.
And it's like when Trippy Red's there, he's like, he'd be one of like top 10 favorite artists. Like I couldn't care less if I'm with mates, to be honest. Like because I know, for example, if I'm at the festival with you, you wouldn't get around the music the same as... And I feel like no offense to you at all, but I feel like your energy, by not getting around it, would kind of bring down my energy, if that makes sense.
I'd be saying, I got to get out.
Yeah, I got to get... And that'd kind of... I feel like that would ruin my time a little bit, which is... I don't know if that's selfish, but that's kind of my rationale behind it. Whereas if I'm just by myself, I can enjoy it for what it's worth. Totally. And so, like, at Rolling Loud... I actually met like a group of Australians. They were all like individuals, and we kind of formed a group, but by the time we got to the festival, I was just going in that mosh pit by myself. There was one other guy, his name was Louis as well, the big 6'4" rugby lad.
Like
and
me.
we'd go together, but like we'd lose each other and then find each other somehow. And that's the kind of stuff I like. I don't want to be like holding hands with my mate the whole time. It's like
having to nurse them.
And when you see people in mosh, sorry about all the mosh pit chat, guys, but like the most annoying thing is when like, oh, excuse me, can I just get to my friend? It's like, no, fuck your friend, bro. This is your first like concert. Like, It's like, no, like if you need to go get your friend, like push me out of the way. Don't just go, oh, excuse me, can you just let me through?
Yeah, I hate when that's what I hate about mosh pits when they like tap you and stuff.
Yeah.
Just get through.
Bro,
Just
like
go, it's not personal.
it's not
I don't
personal.
care.
Fucking like hip and shoulder me if you need to. Don't like ask me because then I don't want to let you in.
Yeah,
it's like, oh yeah, let me just move out of the way, bro. I might sound like an absolute tosser saying that, but that's just my thoughts behind it.
Any dickheads in the crowd?
No, not at the festival, but there was at AJ Tracy. I don't want to speak too much on it, but there was some that I think he was like absolutely wasted. Or he was gacked or something off his face, but he kept like touching my hair. And I like to think I'm not aggressive, but the one thing I hate, man, is when people touch me. Like, I don't think it's a sober thing to do. Like, I could never just go up and touch someone, but when people are absolutely wasted, I've had a few people just like grab my pecs or grab something. I'm like, bro, like I can't, obviously I don't want to escalate the situation, but that just annoys me a lot. I hate getting touched.
Yeah, we were talking about this on like, I think on Saturday night or something. So true. I totally agree. I hate it when people touch me. That's like my rationale behind not liking mosh pits in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, how can you go about that?
If it's unconscious,
if
like
you turn around to someone and say, oh, you're like, stop touching me. Like you look like a dickhead. So you actually can't win in that situation.
Yeah. And look, so there was this guy who was like absolutely fucked, and he kept like flicking my hair like that. He was like, people think I'm sure he was like 5 foot or something.
Give him the people's elbow.
And then his mate was like, oh, just give it a bit of a tickle. And so I turned around and put my elbow in his throat, and I said, fuck off, mate, don't touch me again.
Yeah.
And then he's like, ooh, his mate was like holding him back or something, just like,
what are you gonna do?
Get him to stop. And then my mates are all like big 6'4" lads. They were like telling him to fuck off, and nothing really kicked off. I knew not to escalate it, but I feel like it's within my right to tell someone, like, get fucked, mate. Like, don't touch me
Totally.
again.
If he's touching you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
No, it's...
But moral, like, you don't want it to escalate in a fight. Like, I'm not a fighter. I don't know how to fight. I'm not going to be swinging haymakers here, but... I mean...
Well, you got to stand up for yourself.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not going to cop that, to be honest.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not a fighter.
Yeah.
But don't touch me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's funny. The second you put alcohol... involve alcohol. We've spoken about this on Nights Out, and seeing people from like maybe went to school with them or same year level, and like let's say they're the cool guys or whatever, and they give you nothing and then have a couple of drinks,
they're all
and it's
over you.
open cards.
Oh, mate.
I watched every single video. It's like, bro, you don't even follow me.
Yeah, it's like, bro, don't reveal that. Yeah. That's weird. What the hell?
This is awkward.
That's weird.
Like people at the second
I don't know you like that, man.
Yeah, the second they're pissed, they just like they just open up their cards.
And I don't know what it is, man. I've had a few times where I've had a few drinks. I'm not ever like, I don't get that feeling like, oh, I need to touch someone like that. It's like, bro, just control yourself. You're an adult.
I suppose, like on the contrary, have you ever been in that situation where you see someone like you really idolize or like famous that you really like? I've had this before. You see them, it's like, oh, I felt like I needed to go and talk to them, even though you don't. Like, you don't need to say anything whatsoever. I feel like that's why people do it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's different now. And sorry to sound like, oh, this fame and blah blah blah, but like now that I am kind of in that position where people are coming up wanting photos and all that, I don't really do that to other people.
Yeah.
But maybe it would have been different, like alternate reality where...
Yeah, but I think if you saw Playboy Cardi or something, you'd be like feeling very much needed. You wouldn't just walk past him without saying anything.
He'd also give me fucking nothing. Like,
of
is
course.
that much of a superstar? Like, yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one.
It is, but I feel like that's where it comes from.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Because I see you on TikTok all the time.
Yeah.
You dog.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. Going out and stuff is...
yeah, it can be a bit hectic. And
the ones I notice the most, like if you just start like 18 to like maybe 21, kind of just early on the drink or like early being out and about, and fuck, sometimes they're just like...
The other thing is I wanted to touch on as well, like for me, like kind of more lately, like the more hectic it gets, the more anxious I get about it. And sometimes I just want to like enjoy the night, like with my friends and whatnot. But lately I've been getting like mad anxiety with it, like crazy. Like when I see a group of people coming up, like sometimes I'll just get like really anxious about it. And so like, I remember like one kid messaging me saying like, you're the most arrogant C word ever. Like you gave us nothing. And that's not me trying to be arrogant. Like sometimes I'm in a bad mood or I'm having an off day and I do get really like anxious about it and stuff like that. And sometimes I'm not like the super extroverted. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah, totally.
Hey mate, how are you? Like sometimes like I can't even think of the word to say. Like, bro, nothing's coming out of my voice box. I just get mad anxiety about it, and I get really nervous and stuff like that. So, and when people are like yelling out and screaming and shit.
Well, so what are you meant to say if someone is yelling out?
Yeah.
Like you say hi back.
Yeah, you say,
well, what do you want?
I'll wave
like,
or something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, like, I don't know. I try to make sure give them everything I can. And, you know, of course, I'll take a photo with you, blah, blah. Hi, how are you? What's your name? That kind of deal. But if, like, apologies, it's nothing personal, but sometimes I am a little bit off, and it's a weird perspective to consider.
Absolutely.
Do you get that as well?
Yeah, totally. I just totally get that.
I feel like you're a lot better than me at it though.
I definitely don't have it as much as you though.
Yeah.
But it's super super anxious sometimes, especially like it's hard to tell when people are taking the piss or not.
Yeah.
That's what I struggle with. Like, fuck. Like, is that?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to indulge that if you're just taking the absolute
like,
piss out on me.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, mate, 90% of the time,
it's very
you're an
rare to be
absolute
honest.
legend.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, is what it is. Do you want to talk about FIFA? You're streaming at the moment.
Oh yeah, that's real fun. The Twitch streams, man. I'm gonna do them more. But last night we did like the first ever proper stream, and streamed for like 5.5 hours, and pretty much had 100 to 50 people in it the whole time. Chat was going off. Everyone really enjoyed it. We were just opening packs, doing SBCs, playing games. It was really really fun. I just really enjoy it because I can play my games and people can tune in, and that's content there.
That's the way to do it, mate. I'm excited. We're going to need some really good internet going forward.
Yeah, well, it held up pretty well. Are you going to start streaming?
Probably not, but maybe.
No, what? You're going to get a PS5?
I'm going to get a PS5, yeah.
It's not too difficult to
play
sort
COD.
out. Yeah, well, you can stream that.
I went through when I was younger, a year of just pure COD, and I got pretty good at it.
Well, bring it back, bro, because it's actually good at the end of the day. Play 2 hours, just unwind. I reckon it's really, it's good. Just because otherwise I'm just glued to my phone, being a workaholic the whole time.
Yeah, and it's social as well.
Yeah, it actually is. So if you guys are enjoying the stream, let us know. I'm a bit of an Ultimate Team fiend, so I love that.
Yeah,
and all the boys are getting around it, so we love it.
Nice. We had a huge week on the sales.
Bro, it was crazy. Fuck, do I have any water here? No.
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm just gonna have to dehydrate myself.
Do you want some of mine?
Yeah, can I have some of your water, please?
Yeah.
So, as you guys, or some of you might not know, but how we make money, how we keep the roof over our head is through multiple different revenue sources. Probably the most significant one is our website. And yesterday we had our biggest day ever since, like, not since anything, just in history, the biggest day for 9 to 5 in terms of sales volume ever, which is incredible. So, thank you very much.
Good job, team.
Good job, team.
Absolutely killed it.
Also, our biggest month ever. So that is crazy, guys.
NTF stocks through the roof.
Yep. And I just want to build on this with you, man. Like, I want to 10x this.
Yeah, we're trying to get out the trenches.
Want to get up to that young LA level, doing like 100,000 units a day or something like that. It'd be crazy.
I'll be busy, I tell
get
you
the
what.
whole, yeah. Louis still packs them all himself. Yeah. So I don't know. It's kind of crazy, the e-commerce stuff, hey, because like it was only the start of last year. I was still working for 25 an hour. You were working for that as well, and it's just incredible how you can scale it.
It is incredible, and there's never been more opportunity than now for anyone starting anything.
Yep.
We got. I put out a story today, like give us some podcast questions, and heaps of questions asking about how it all started for us. So we could get into it.
Yeah, we could. But yeah, I just think it's crazy, man, because work now is like uploading a Snapchat story, an Instagram story. Work before was working for Boss Man, doing everything he said. Now it's like, and that's what I always struggled with, right? I don't know if anybody else feels that, but when I was working for Boss Man, I had a good job during uni. I had it for 4 years. I would work 2 days a week, and on holidays I'd work full time. But, you know, I figured out I can work as hard as I want or as bad as I want. I'm still going to be making 25 an hour.
And lining someone else's pockets.
Yeah. And I love the company I worked for, and I wish them the best and everything. But that was just the mentality I had. I'm like, you know, I can be more creative and stuff in other domains, and I can create something for myself or ourselves or for a team of people. So that's why doing our own thing really interests me, because it's like you get directly rewarded for the effort and creativity you put in.
Yeah, which is like a good learning, that whole thing, because you realize like the better your boss is, well, like good bosses make that mindset of like, I could come in and do nothing and still get paid, like make you, like incentivize you to keep going, which I would know your boss did as well. But yeah, like now we just upload a Snapchat.
Yeah, exactly. And obviously having good quality products and making sure everything's good from the back end, there's a lot that goes into it. But it's interesting, the shoe on the other foot now. Like I'm 24 and I've probably got more of like the management role in the company and having to like essentially manage people now. I want to be a good boss myself. I don't want to be like the boss that people hate. And it's interesting, like even the things in business management you learn, being like what is good things to employ here. And I'm a complete rookie at it, so I'm still learning. But what I've found, and you can comment on this as well, because you probably have a good perspective. Like I feel it's not good to micromanage and be really autocratic and just like watch everything they do. I really prefer to empower and inspire the employees and really make it their own domain, like the laissez-faire management style. It's like, here's the tasks you need to do. This is your domain. These are the kind of targets. Go get creative, do it yourself kind of thing.
Which can be hard to do when you're running a small business, because every cent counts. So you're like, if I'm putting X amount of dollars into this person, they better be giving me 150%.
Exactly.
Otherwise, it's just not worth it.
And it's like you and I will both know we've gone through people that we've worked with who are just not up to scratch. And it's pretty evident. And I think you let me know what you think, but I think the one trait that really separates like a good employee or someone who's going to be huge on the team is their passion. If they're actually passionate about it, like that just tells everything. Obviously they got to have the skill set, but if they're passionate, like that just speaks volumes to me. If they're like send through their application, they're like, this is what I want to do for you. Like they're a real go-getter. They're just passionate. I think that's like enthusiastic about it. What do you think?
Yeah, totally agree. And you can always tell early on by how much they chase you up on it and like how hard they're pressing in regards to trying to get that job mostly. And it's fun to see. Like it's so cool to see people finding what we do, like making that their passion and helping out in that regard. And like investing in staff is so important, isn't it?
Oh mate, it's like, you remember that audio book on the Shoe Dog?
Yeah.
It's like getting the right people to buy into the company is huge. So that's why I think we're so big on, if they're good, invest into them. Like increase their responsibility, give them a bonus, give them incentive, like really empower and inspire them, because good people make the dream work, I think.
And like at this stage, the incentive just can't be coin. Like we're not backed by millions of dollars at all, but the incentive can be like fun and like potential in the future. Like I really believe our business will go far. Yeah. Really believe this podcast will go far. And like along the way, we can have a lot of fun. We have cool group chats, we, go out for dinner and stuff and do that kind of thing to make sure everyone's involved and getting something out of it.
Exactly right. Just really building that community. I think that's what really has been huge this year, is creating this team and having the group chats, and everyone's hustling, got their own things, and they want to like really prove themselves and see that they're pushing. I want to give a shout out to like the business side of the team. We got Angus, we got Bryce, we got James at the moment. Angus has been working with us since the start, man. Like he is an email guy, grew our list from like under like 800 subscribers, and now it's like close to 15,000, and he's just made that like one of the most popping avenues of our business. And he's like, he will be like chasing us up for stuff. We didn't have to chase him. He's like hounding us down, like, guys, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that. And it's actually good because they keep you accountable. 100%. Same with James, same with Bryce, like in their own domains, they're sending the messages like firing at us in the group chat, and it's like we're the ones who own it, and it's like ridiculous. But it's like good because it keeps you accountable.
It's amazing, and especially just on Angus. Like initially, when I hear email marketing, I think like a bit of a scam. Like you're just scamming. It is so important having good email marketing, and it's like that's why we've said to Angus, like if you're ever looking for other work, we can send references because you've been unreal for us.
Exactly, and it's not like. The power in what he does, it's not like go buy this, go buy that. It's like value building. It's community building, and it creates value. A lot of it's like here's Gab's recipe, here's how Louis does his run, all that kind of stuff. So it's been really huge. So shout out to our team.
Yeah, huge shout out to the team. We got a question there, like how did start e-commerce kind of thing, or how did we start? Do we want to kind of go the rough how it all began and where it started?
Yeah, well, we'll skip the mate story because I think most people know how we became mates and everything like that. But I think I've done a lot of talking. Do you want to?
Yeah, oh mate, you keep going. So 2019 it started. Gab was on exchange and I was here in Melbourne and we kind of like messaged each other at just about the same time saying we wanted to start a business. I wanted to go down the apparel route. Gab wanted to go down like the programming side. He's getting a lot of questions regarding that. So he was on exchange. He's in the back of a tuk-tuk writing up like a business plan. We're getting it done. We're communicating left, right, and centre. It's all coming together. He gets back from exchange. We pretty much register the business straight away, which was very unnecessary.
I want to have a little side note though. I remember being on exchange and I'd made the business plan. It was called like Anabolic something. And it was like a Word document template business plan. I was writing it in the tuk-tuk in Sri Lanka. And I had so much passion, but no idea what to do. I wanted to do anything and everything. I think you did as well.
Yeah.
And I just remember on exchange chewing everyone's ear off about like, this is what it's going to be. Like, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
It's going to be amazing. And they're probably just like, yeah, oh, good job, Gab. Like, well done. So sorry to those people I chewed their ears off, but Exchange, I did make some lifelong friends and they kind of stuck since day one, which is good. But anyway, we land in Melbourne.
And then we land in Melbourne. We create the business together. We register the business. First thing we do is buy socks.
Yep.
Weird. Why would you do that? That's not what you meant to
do. I don't know. I don't think you should do that if that's your first business. We bought 200 socks.
200 socks and we had
We were so proud of them. And when we had them, we were like...
Now what?
Wait, who paid for those socks? Whose money is it? It was you, wasn't it?
It was Spider-Man pointing
We
himself.
sold like bloody half a pair. No, we sold a few, but we're like...
we hustled it.
Fuck, bro.
It was a good
we got all these socks. What do we do with it?
What are we going to do? So our marketing set... I mean, they're still the same socks as what we have today, pretty much. And our marketing point was, like really light, durable. They're like cycling socks.
Gym,
great for the gym. They're the lifter's sock. So
we're really passionate about socks.
We love socks.
Yeah.
And then kind of where did it go from there? Did we create the programming from there? Or?
Yeah, we did create the programs. We had the personalized resistance-based program, which is still out now.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to renew that soon. Mm-hmm. And I think that was it.
That was it. We were just running with the one.
Yeah.
But that did have multiple different options.
But we were working on samples in the meantime for other apparel items.
Exactly. And then somewhere along there, we decided to get on TikTok.
Yeah, we did.
It was kind of a process where we were like, oh, we should get on TikTok.
Remember how nervous you used to be posting on, like we used to be on Instagram? We'd be like, if it got like really slow or low amount of likes, I would be so depressed.
Oh,
and I was so nervous before. I'd refresh every like.
Couldn't care less now.
Now I'm just like, fucking, I'll upload my nuts. And I'll be like, that's cool, bro. I'm not even going to check it for a week.
Have it.
Yeah. Whereas before I was like putting so much effort and this and that, and I cared so much. But now,
Yeah. So we were originally on Instagram, and then like this new thing TikTok was coming through Australia, and we're like, oh, do we get on? Like, it's a bit lame.
Yeah, I was like, no way.
No, we shouldn't do it. We shouldn't. And then eventually, like, we got onto it, and I'd like make little TikToks at the start of like my work morning. Like, I'd start work and I'd be in my morning voice, 3 a.m. bloody do this, do that. Lift this, lift that.
But that is where people found out about us, and I want to say the key transition there was. We were a business before that. It was just family and friends buying us stuff, supporting us, liking our posts. Probably not that many people got around us, to be honest.
Nah, imagine the shit.
They would have been talking that much shit. Like, to be fair, they weren't that, like, we didn't have heaps of friends sharing our stuff on stories. No. It was kind of like, it's kind of, what are you guys doing? Like,
yeah. Go to a big four accounting firm.
Like, that's kind of cringe. But the key transition there was when we got on TikTok. That's when people who weren't our friends and family started finding out about us. And I remember we started TikTok around August. By September, we had 10K on TikTok. Because I remember I turned 22. I was with my ex-girlfriend. We were celebrating. Yeah, which we'll get into. Not her, actually.
Oh, different one.
Yep. So...
Yeah, you're celebrating on your 21st birthday.
22nd birthday. It was one of the worst lockdowns ever. It was like stage 17. I was so anxious. All that. It was borderline illegal what we were doing because we were intimate partners, but you weren't really allowed to see each other. I remember we hit 10K and I was over the moon, bro. 10K on TikTok.
Best
we
day
were
ever.
Celebrating.
Best day ever.
On my birthday, I was like, this is insane, bro.
bloody good.
How good is this?
So then from there, it's pretty exponential. Like we grew pretty quickly, and we figured out kind of the method, which is what we needed to do. You know, tops off, pump out videos. Well, I think there was a point there we were almost doing like 6 videos a day, like 3 each.
We were grinding hard.
Grinding so hard.
TikTok was so different back then.
Yeah, it was fun back then.
It's interesting to see like who was big back then and that like they've completely dropped off now.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I think like that's what shows like it's better to be consistent and a slow grinder than just be like all of a sudden and drop off. Because I reckon there's so many people like that just all of a sudden blow up and then they lose relevancy so quickly. Whereas I feel like what we've done is very nothing's gone super viral. Nothing's really blown up. We just slowly tick away, stay consistent, and we're just there.
Away. Get 1,000
and I feel
followers.
I feel like when you chip away slowly and you build that rapport, build that loyalty, build that community, that's when you reap the rewards.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, and then we kind of just grew from there. Like all facets of the business got better. We really developed in all areas, in our products, in our content. And then it probably started like, I know for both of us, like it really became a job. Like it's really like we need to be doing this. And the second it becomes a job, as much as I love it, it's like you do lose a little bit of that magic.
Yeah. And what is it? I'm trying to think. Like there's a lot of times where I'm like, fuck, I really don't want to post now. Like I got nothing, bro.
I've got nothing.
And it does become a chore, but I feel like almost now with like the FIFA stuff back, I'm like, dude, this is exciting. This is passion.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to get into this. Like it's almost like really refreshing giving the gym content a break. So yeah, it does get a bit chore-like though.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, and then we kind of started a podcast somewhere in there.
Yeah, which was probably one of the best things we've done.
Yeah, it's the podcast has been so fun, and I think like the podcast really and Snapchat followers really solidify who your main followers are. Like if people are listening to this, then clearly we've had some impact, or we're having impact, which like means the world. For sure.
Anything else on I suppose we're still not experts in it yet, and we still have so much to learn, so much to grow on. But that's what we've done so far. What we've found works. And it's a slog.
I think just like a few tips. First thing is like just start it, just do it.
Because you're not going to know everything before. The earlier you start, the better, just so you can refine. Because the first things you put out are going to be awful, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure some of the stuff we're still doing is awful, but you know, in a year's time, it won't be as awful, and you'll slowly get better.
Yeah, exactly. Totally agree. That's all I got on it.
Yeah, well, NTF stocks to the moon. Hopefully we go public one day and all the day ones can buy in.
Yeah, how good would that be?
Yeah, it'd be unreal. Team. So yeah, that is the NTF product plug there. Very long and drawn out. Thank you guys for buying up on the website. If you want to buy anything, use code podcast. That'll get you 10% off. And you buying something is literally what keeps us going. So thank you very much.
And we've got some very exciting things coming.
We do.
So huge. Women.
Where do we start with them?
Hey? Now, this is probably the podcast topic, so this is probably what you've been waiting for, a whole 30 minutes.
Yeah, have we been going for 30 minutes?
Yeah.
Feels like longer.
Yeah, I know. I hate being here. Yeah, girls, mate. What's been happening? Yeah, let's tell. What's going on?
Literally nothing, bro. I'm on my Sigma grind set playing FIFA till 3 a.m. What do you reckon's going on? I honestly enjoy Ultimate Team more than going on dates with girls.
Yeah, you've had a rough trot with the old dates, I reckon.
Yeah,
over the years.
Common denominator, you say though.
No, I think you've had a rough one, and not because of your fault.
Yeah,
you know, I'm going to go out on a limb.
So FIFA won't cheat on you. FIFA won't take your money. No, it will take your money, but at least you get reward at the end of it.
You're happy.
You get packs,
and there's no tears. Yeah.
So that's where I'm at the moment. I'm reverting back to 16-year-old Gab.
Yeah.
How about you, mate?
I'm going well, mate.
Yeah, I know you are, mate.
Living the dream.
Mate, you're literally getting so many girls at the moment. It's fucked, and I'm jealous.
He's jealous.
All right, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it might have been me who was getting more messages from girls.
Lock, mate.
Based on historical data.
Yeah.
I'm a pretty ugly dude, so like it is what it is. I don't know, they just might like my bench press or something. But Louis, he's been showing me the DMs, bro. Let me tell you, mine has been dry as the Albuquerque desert when Gustavo Fring is standing down Tuco Salamanca, all right? It's as dry as that. Grim tumbleweeds,
Better call
mate.
Saul.
It's like they're just avoiding me. It's like I'm shadow banned again, bro. They don't care about me.
Let's go.
Louis is just getting up. And very, very attractive girls as well. Girls that I used to go to school with, I'd be drooling over. I've been messaging Louis. I cannot believe this. I'm bro, that is insane.
We're winning, lads. Finally.
She broke them up.
One for the good guys there. But today it's not about the good guys. It's about the sad stories.
It is about the sad
thank
stories.
Thank you for that pump up, mate. We are going to go through and read some of the things, girls breaking up with us, messages we've been sent. Girls breaking up with us, girls ending things. It might be from an ex, it might be from a situationship, it might be from this, might be from that.
Might be from my sister.
Might be from Cap's sister. She's hot as well.
Mate, banger.
Banger, absolute banger. So, do we want to start with one of yours?
I don't have a sister, by the way, guys.
He doesn't have a sister. Do we want to start? But if he did, she'd be hot.
Oh, mate, she'd be a belter.
Mate, would.
It's not weird, but everyone knows what my mum looks like.
Everyone says your mum's hot.
Yeah, so I think I always wanted a little sister because I wanted to be like that protective older brother.
Yeah, it's cute, but you're not, so.
Yeah, I've got a little brother who's a good bloke.
Good fella.
Anyway, you're being a little bitch with this because you're not actually giving us the juicy stuff, so maybe we need to warm you up a little bit.
Yeah.
So you're giving us the situationships. You're not giving us. I'm just giving you everything, bro.
You're giving us.
You can know the password to my phone.
Yeah.
I've dug up the most grim shit ever.
Yeah.
So where do we start with this? I'm a little bit nervous.
The thing is, I wish because I could go back to year 7 days and talk about a relationship from there, but it's just you can't read it. It's painful.
All right. So
here we go.
We'll start off with a big one.
Give us a fake name.
Her name rhymes with Miena. Let's say. Yeah. Right.
I know the one.
Yeah.
Oh, some good ones, some juicy ones out of this.
Okay, so to give you guys a little bit of context, I would say dating for 2 years.
It's long 2 years.
It was a slug of a 2 years.
Put the slug in.
Absolute slug. Little 67 kilo catabolic Gabe. I'm in third year economics in my degree, and I'm belting these exams out. I'm grinding so hard, bro. I got these 17th year subjects, mate. I'm doing XYZ calculus, doing the most tough specialist shit ever. Got the head in the books, mate. Real concentrating. Hadn't spoken to my missus for a few days just because she wasn't on my level with the energy. She was doing her arts degree or whatever.
Yeah.
And it just wasn't good enough. No, I'm not. It was just a bit of a grey area, I'd say.
Yep.
And she wasn't giving me much. So
gave you nothing.
After a few days,
she's giving you donuts.
And I was in the middle of my exams, had my tough ones coming up. She sends me this message.
Oh, they always pick the right time.
It was Friday on a 4 p.m. I was studying at the library. Here we go, mate. So that's part 1. That's part 2.
Oh, there's a lot.
Get reading, bro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is from her. I don't know what you've been thinking or feeling over the past little while, but I have been thinking a lot. I know that you value honesty, and I need to be honest with you because you deserve it. Gross. I have really emotionally removed myself from our relationship. Oh, straight to the point. Even more so than what I had before. But because of... As if you...
Her head wasn't in the game, brother!
But because of New Zealand, I have felt like I was stuck and couldn't leave. Oh, no, don't feel like that.
Stuck.
You can probably tell we haven't been talking, and you know that I have been getting close with some other people. And one of those people is...
Don't say the name. Don't say the name. Don't say the name.
Is a fucking prick, is who he is.
Yeah.
I started to like him, but I didn't think he liked me. Oh, he has a head like a drop meat pie. I'm sorry, he's taking whatever he can get. I started to like him, but I didn't think he liked me. But when we went out on Saturday, we had a really good chat about things, and it made me realize that I can't keep doing what we are doing. Oh, so this is all over text.
Is that part 2 as well?
No. This is part 1.
Part 1 still.
I'm sorry that I couldn't be honest with you earlier, given the bad timing of the things, but I felt like I had an obligation. To you when my heart wasn't in it. My go-to firstly, that's fucked.
Yeah, keep reading.
My go-to reaction would have been to just delay how I'm feeling, cover it up. But I learnt that you deserve to know, and you'd rather honesty. So I'm sorry I have to tell you this, but I need you to know where I'm at, and consequently, what that means for us and our relationship, and our interactions in New Zealand. So wait, you were going on a trip?
So we had booked in a snowboarding trip. A few $1,000s. Yeah, I was a little wagey brokey Gab, so it meant a lot to me. And we had that booked in. And she sends me this message.
So this is before you go. Oh,
Yeah.
mate. Did
About 3 weeks before.
you end up going?
No.
Yeah, I was going to say. So she goes on to say, I hope despite this we can be on good terms. Yeah, you're dreaming. I hope despite this we can be on good terms until you go away, because we have had a lot of good times together. And even though my emotions aren't there anymore, I would hate for all those memories to be clouded by hate. If they are, given the circumstances, I would completely understand if you feel that way or need space, or your actions from this point change with NZ or anything. I'm sorry for all the trouble I have caused, but hope that one day you realise that it is better for us this way. He still hasn't realised, by the way.
That's crazy.
Mate, I can't follow that. Can we, wait, so we'll go from the start. So you Rewind. So you're in exams.
I'm in exams.
You're getting
2-year relationship.
2-year
First girl I properly loved.
in love.
Yeah.
Took an army, but you're in love.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were all involved.
Yeah.
We met the friends.
Let's just stay on topic, mate. God.
We met the friends.
Mate. One thing at a time.
Fuck.
Oh, God.
So we've all been inflicted by this
A lot
relationship.
of trauma, lads. A lot of trauma.
A lot of trauma for everyone. And then she goes ahead and sends that.
Yeah.
At least she was honest.
Yes, I'll give that to her.
Fuck. So she full on dropped that she's met someone else.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. I don't even know what to say from here. You give me your, yeah.
I can't, I mean, I just think, she's gone hard on it. You know what, as well? Love the honesty. Sometimes it's best to leave things out. You didn't need to know there's another person.
Yeah.
You know?
To be fair,
Like,
I wasn't
up.
like super cut after it, to be honest. Like, because I was going on exchange and it was kind of unspoken how we were dealing with that. So like it helped so much that I went on exchange like a few weeks after. But it was kind of a messed up situation, man.
It was.
And I think like exchange and like traveling made me deal with it like pretty rapidly, and having really good friends around me. And that's when I realized, like, when you go through stuff like that, that is when like your true mates emerge. And so that's just, yeah, that made it so much easier for me.
So after you got that message, what you called me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we went and hit the gym together.
Yeah, literally. And we just chatted about it, went for a drive. I remember you like cancelled whatever you had and went for a drive with me. Saw like a few other mates that night. Yeah, crazy time, man.
That's what we do.
Crazy time.
That's what we do whenever someone gets broken up with.
Yeah.
Fucked. It's crazy times.
Yeah.
Good times though.
Yeah, so basically, like a cheating, breaking up situation. Because like cheated on me and then broke up with me. I feel like you meant to do it the other way around, but
yeah, she cooked the timing there. Did she specifically say she cheated on you, or did that come out
well,
later?
I followed up later. I said
Yeah.
what's going on
What
here,
happened?
mate?
Yeah.
Let's not beat around the bush here.
Yeah.
Give us specifics, and it later did emerge that.
Is that 2 from 2 now with the cheating?
Yeah, I feel like that one was worse though than the
Okay, yeah.
most recent one.
You had a rough trot.
Mate, it's fucked. Common denominator.
Why are they cheating, mate?
Mate,
You're not giving them a good performance.
Probably because I meet them on Tinder, bro. I meet my long-term... In the past, so far, I've met my long-term girlfriends on Tinder.
I actually reckon there might be something in that. And not for every case. Like, if you're in a relationship from Tinder, like, power to you. I think that's awesome. Yeah. However, I reckon there is something in, like, just how you, like, connect. Like, not saying you can't go outside your circle, but it is easier to connect with someone if they're from kind of like the same realm. Maybe like share some mutual friends or something.
No, that's true.
I don't know what it is.
Because more recently, I've had some better ones that haven't turned into relationships. Probably because I'm not like I'm traveling, grinding, not really in relationship mode right now. But they've been in way more like organic, better situations, and I think the chemistry has been a lot better.
Yeah,
and it's way less toxic than that.
So true.
And I think there is something in that, man, like meeting artificially versus like a cool like story on how you met. There's something in that.
I totally agree.
But yeah, emotionally remove myself more than I already had. That's brutal.
Yeah.
She's spitting fire there, bro.
More than I already had. So she was going to hold on until New Zealand and then drop you.
Yeah, and then drop you and I lost like $5,000 on that trip. Had to take that L.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, well, give old mate here the bloody tickets. He didn't want them. Well, I'm like, mate, you can't have both.
Little chubby
You can't
prick.
have your cake and eat it. Is that the saying? You can't have your cake and eat it too, mate. Like,
Yeah, something like that.
yeah, you get me here. It's like,
So what he didn't want... Oh, no, he didn't want to pay for them.
yeah, you didn't want to pay for
He
it.
would have taken them if they were free.
Oh, for sure he would have.
You said nah.
No way. I wanted my
You could have
coin
given
back.
you could have given him a sponsored holiday.
Yeah, legit. But anyway, that was the best thing that ever happened to me because since then went on exchange and we started NTF and that's the year I transformed my physique. I feel like I matured a lot that year. Just like I became woke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big woke dog.
Yeah.
You did too. It was fun. When you got back from exchange, that was fucked.
So if you're in a situation like that, don't go, oh, poor me, poor me, poor me. Use it as motivation to upgrade yourself.
King shit. Now my one.
Let's go, Louis.
Let me just give you a bit of intel. So this isn't a girlfriend or anything. I was seeing her for a little bit. I really liked her and went way too hard, to be honest.
Yeah, you went. I think you've learned a lot from this. Though.
Learned so much from it. Was chasing so hard, like trying to catch up with her every
chasing
day.
harder than what's that? That tagger's name, Ryan Crowley.
Yeah, Crowley.
Yeah. Mate,
I was tagging her.
Tagging
I was
mate.
fucking tagging her. Anyway, and she, really sweet girl. So and she wouldn't like kind of say it how it is until I got this message, and then
okay. So Louis was like, I wouldn't say in love, but bro, he was fucking like this chick so much more than any chick he's ever seen.
Yeah.
And he was chasing after. He was running. He was going,
running. Come back.
and he was just giving her a little bit too much, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And a lot of it was like, so give us some context with the messages you sent before this.
Yeah, it was just like I'd send a message, it'd take 4 hours at the start, and then it'd take 6 hours to reply. Okay, no, it's fine. But then I'd be like, oh, do you want to catch up? And she'd be like, yeah, let's catch up. And then we'd catch up, it'd be all right. And then, so on. And then,
But she was masking something, wasn't
start.
she?
There was something there.
There was something in there.
And I couldn't pick it out. Well, I thought, I was pretty sure I knew what it
now
was.
we know, obviously.
Yeah.
But she sends this message and the communication just dropped off entirely. It came to like a few days kind of thing.
So the 2 messages before that were, sorry, it's a screenshot, but
right.
2 messages were like, oh, should we catch up this day on Friday?
Yeah.
Yep, let's do it. Okay, cool. Do you want to do this?
Yeah.
And then radio silence for
Right,
the next
mate,
4 days.
Nothing. Just left you hanging there.
Left me hanging. So we're going to catch up.
I
but
mean,
no
you're
result.
only doing what a good bloke would when you're keen on a girl. You're bloody Louis Phillips at the end of the day.
Yeah,
She's just left you
good
hanging.
bloke.
She's not
Just-
dapping you up.
She's not dapping me up. And then I get this message.
Then you get this message, mate. So we're talking Sunday, 9:03 p.m. That she's left it to the last minute. We're talking Fergie time here,
final
lads.
hour. We were meant to
Squeaky
catch
bum
up
time,
yesterday.
mate. Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry. I've been working a 72-hour shift. Full stop. No. All right. Hey, sorry. I've been meaning to message you. I'm sure you have. I'm really sorry. I've been so distant recently, and I just want to be completely honest with you. They always drop that honesty word, mate. It's like their
No, what? No.
get out of jail free card. They just say, being honest. Ethics, values.
Ethics.
Within the past week, I've had a few things that have blown up with my ex.
That's what it was. That was the common denominator.
It's sort of complicated, and my head is a bit scrambled at the moment. You're a really gorgeous guy, and I hope you know that. But I just wanted to be honest with you about what's going on. Full stop.
That's it. Leaves it at that.
Yeah.
So no ending.
Yeah.
No this or that. Just being like, so I was like, oh, maybe there's still a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Chase. But
Do I read out your one, or you just go,
hey,
hey Rashid,
Yep.
appreciate the message and good luck with figuring it out. That stuff is always difficult. Thanks for the kind words, you're a star. Thanks.
Dickhead right till it through to the end.
Has she sent you a message since?
Nothing.
That's insane, bro.
Nothing. Anyway, so that's as good as mine yet, to be honest. Not quite.
Well, there's definitely better, but you're too much of a wuss.
Yeah, that's true.
So, yeah, I mean,
yeah. Anyway, so when I got that text, so like I hadn't felt like this for a girl in a very long time, and didn't know what to do with my emotions, and so like I was waiting on that text, and I was in watching the new Batman.
Mm.
Mate,
Oh.
I fucking hate that movie now.
Yeah.
I reckon it was in the first 5 minutes, that text, and I was like, well,
You got a 3-hour film, bro. That's why you put that shit on Do Not Disturb and you put it under the thing, bro.
I reckon I just checked my phone. Oh, what's that?
I remember having a full-on experience with Batman as well.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I can't say it.
No, you can't.
Yeah,
It's
I can't
illegal.
say it. It's
It
illegal.
is what
Anyway. See you next time, lads.
Good shit.
If it was in LA, I would be able to tell you about it, but it wasn't.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's not, and nothing happened. So anyway, next topic. But what learnings and lessons from that?
Yes.
I would say
Learnt a lot.
if the other party, their communications just absolutely dropped off the face of the earth, and they're coming up with these absolutely bullshit excuses, fact of the matter is they're talking to their ex again.
Yeah, or they're not interested.
Or you built like a coat hanger and you got no game at all. Or they've dropped you and they're talking to their ex and you're in the twos and they just forgotten to reply to you for 17 days.
Bang on. As a general rule now,
Mm.
I just match energy.
Yeah.
So if a girl's giving me nothing, then I'll give them
Yeah.
nothing. And if they're giving me heaps, then like I'll give them a fair
Yeah,
bit
literally, yeah.
within reason.
Yeah.
But I remember going, like, while I was talking to her, you were like to me, mate, pump the fucking brakes. Like,
Yeah.
just relax.
But I feel like you need to learn that for yourself. You can't just
Yeah.
listen to me. You need to learn those hard lessons for yourself.
Totally. Yeah.
So, fumbled the bag, but also I think you were probably doomed just because I think because she was matching that energy for
originally.
a bit there,
Yeah,
for a bit
originally.
there. But I think you were doomed to start with the ex thing.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, as long as a girl has an ex, like you're not going to be safe.
So true.
Because I know, like my most recent ex, I think she was going on dates and stuff, and I know none of those blokes were safe because she was still ringing me up every
mate.
time.
It's so true. It's
Yeah.
a great point. Yeah.
Yeah. And I know, I won't chat too much about it, but it doesn't matter if you're arguably, a better overall package than the previous partner. It's that
High value male.
high value male with a Bugatti.
Bugatti.
It's about they're wired in the way they're crazy over their ex kind of thing. I don't know.
Nah, mate, bang on. So
I'm not crazy over my exes, but they're crazy over me. So I don't know. I don't know what to say, bro.
I don't know, just built different.
Yeah, literally.
Match their energy
Yep.
as a general. Do you have another one there?
I do, mate, and I think it's another ex kind of
Do
situation.
you want to read it out for us? And
I'll
us
give you some context, and
Yeah.
then you can, because I've told you about this one, but go out with this girl.
Oh, it's a good start. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good start. She's a girl. She's a model.
Good.
She's a model.
Big dog.
We'll drop that, right?
Drop
Texting me like crazy, going crazy, giving me all the.
Loving
she was
it.
giving me two levels of energy that were off-putting.
Energies.
And she was
nothing worse.
Belter, like
Belter.
insane. We're talking
Hot
good
ass.
starts. You're just
Hot
a
ass.
woman,
Yeah.
had everything going for her.
Yep.
Too much energy. She'd
Ah.
have like one drink and she'd go like, I want you to do this and this to me.
Woo!
I want you to do that and that to me.
Oh yeah.
She's saying,
Were you matching? Go on, I'm gonna do that.
oh, no, I was kind of awkward. So I remember being with you and going
Yeah.
like, look at this text, bro. And I'm just there watching the footy with you. And I'm like, oh yeah, cool.
I
That'd be
bet.
so cute. Haha. Go and fucking check my Snapchat. I don't know. So it was G. I thought we were on.
Yeah. it's
I was
looking
just like,
promising.
I wasn't like real keen,
Mm.
but I was like, I'll see where it goes. Could have a bit of fun here, kind of thing. See what happens. Too early to tell, type thing. And blah blah blah. A bit more communication. Meet up a few times, that kind of deal. And we're chatting. We agree we're going to hang out again at this time. The convo ends. Then I message here.
So the combo ends.
Yeah.
And then you follow up and go, want to sort something? Question mark. That's
On a day and time.
That's on the 9th. On the 11th, she goes...
No, you got to do days. Date doesn't matter.
Yeah. Well, so on Tuesday, you say, want to sort something. And then, so you get radio silence.
Yeah, radio silence.
And then on the Thursday, you
So
go,
2 days later, and
hey, there?
bro, you just said her fucking name.
Oh, fuck.
Write down the timestamp. What's the timestamp?
54 minutes. Right, I'll
Bro, you
so then
butchered this, mate.
on the Tuesday, you message, say, hey, want to sort something. That's what
Yeah.
you say. And then on the Thursday, so nothing. You don't get any response. On the Thursday, so you didn't get a response. You message her, go, hey, name. You there?
Yeah.
And then
And you see, the thing is, I am really big on not double texting.
and you've double
Call it
text.
games, but I just needed to know for myself if we're on or not. Because if we're not on, I'll forget about it and I'll move on to the next thing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Which is, for me, I just needed to figure it out.
Cop the feedback on the chin and move on.
Exactly.
But you just want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like this radio silence thing. So
Yeah.
you go, hey, you're there.
Yeah.
And then the next day you get, hey, sorry, have just flat out. Have just been flat out is what she means. I'm pretty busy, unfortunately, next week.
Don't
or,
say the suburb.
or so. And I'm staying at my bro in, Blair Gowrie for a bit. So she's staying at the brother's house. And
Bit odd.
yeah, it just gave you nothing. You say, okay, all the best with it. That's it.
Because, brother, I'm a weathered man at this point. I know what
Cop
that
it
means.
on the chin.
All right, rule number 1 for anyone new to the game here. Anything a girl tells you, think the complete opposite, right? Okay, she tells me she's flat out and she's living at her brother's place, means she's sleeping with her ex. All right, that may sound funny to you, but I found through reputable sources that was true.
Bang on.
It's an evil world we live in.
It hurts.
It's the evil, and I'm not saying she's wrong for doing that.
She's fine.
She's fine for doing that. You just need to figure out the game, bro.
Yeah, see, that's the difference, isn't it?
That's the difference, mate. And it's like, I'm not cut over that. I'm just like, well, why kind of wasted my time, but whatever. It is
Yeah.
what it is. It's not the worst thing ever, but
Nah, it's so true. Yeah, I feel like that's the way you respond to that's really important.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just be pissed off. Oh,
look
how dare you do
you know,
Just cop it.
do something, bro. Make some racks. Buy a car. Go to the gym. Lift some weight, bro. Go find another girl. It's not that big of a deal, man.
Move on.
Move on.
Move on.
Come on.
Keep marching, soldier.
Keep marching.
Get your head down, brother.
Come on.
Keep going. Yeah. No, it's good. Oh, it's been fun, mate, reading out texts.
It's been real, mate.
It's been real. It's been good, but it hasn't been real good. That's what all these girls have said to us, essentially.
Literally, yeah. Thanks for paying for everything. Thanks for the dinners.
Yeah.
Fuck off, you prick.
Give me your money.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Anyway, personally, I've been stuffed over a few times by girls, but I hold no hate or anything towards them. It's made me the man I am today. I'm sure you're the same. You don't hold any hate, no bad feelings towards them. It's just, it is what it is, and it's how you respond.
yeah, and there's great girls out there, and lovely meeting them.
Yep. Awesome.
And DM us.
Yeah. Keep DMing us. Thank you.
DMing us, thanks.
Yeah. Send some over to me. Don't message Louis. He's got enough on his hands. He's got no more room on the squad. All right. My squad is empty. I'm dealing with the threes. I'm having to
Depths.
Yeah. No.
He's in the depths.
I'm in the depths here, lads. So send some over my way. Thank you.
Let's go.
But anyway, mate.
Yep. Well, good stuff. This has been a fun podcast. A bit of a longer one. But before we leave, we've got to hit up the sponsors. And if you want to get chicks, there's one way to do it.
Yeah.
Clear up that skin, lad.
Yeah. You know what? This week I've been sick and I haven't been taking care of. There wasn't a day where I didn't take a shower, but I almost didn't take a shower, bro.
Gross.
But my self-care has not been there. Skincare has not been there. And coincidentally, I've been getting a few pimples and what. It's not that bad, but I think it shows. A run down, my self-care wasn't there. And that just shows how important self-care is.
Oh, totally, mate. Yeah, I noticed it as well. The second I get off my routine, I start getting pimples and stuff. And pimples are fine. We don't ever want to make you feel as though pimples aren't okay. Yeah. But I'm I feel very much more confident in myself when I don't have pimples or when I'm happy with my skin. So something that's helped us with our skin is Tomorrow Skincare. And we promote them every single podcast, but we genuinely do love them and they've helped us a heap.
Yeah.
We have the Essentials collection. It's got the... You know
You
exactly
already know what's in it, guys. You got the liquid toner, which is the best part of it.
Yep.
But before that, in the shower, you use the foam cleanser, so you get that bacteria off. Then the liquid toner is it's a very watery substance, got some cool stuff in there, but it's the deeper cleansing, exfoliating thing. Then you use the structure serum. Then you finish off with the gel moisturizer. Just use a little bit of each. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy as that. And it's the most elite skincare products on the market that you can get.
I'm getting messages left, right, and center of people who have bought it and they're super satisfied, saying, "Mate, thanks so much for it." So, if you do want to pick it up, use code NTF. You get 20% off, which is a pretty good deal.
And the craziest thing is, there's people being like, "I'm on my 3rd set now," and so glad I started this. Like, it's almost like a subscription thing now. Like, their skincare is just a lock, which is really good. They're using code NTF. They're supporting us. They're getting handsome gains. It's a win-win situation.
I want to hear about some stories about people getting it across the line because of their nice skin.
Yeah, so message us those stories. But yeah, pick anything up. Use code NTF at tomorrowskincare.com.au. And thank you very much.
Next up, we got Manscaped. I'm actually wearing the new underpants because they came in the mail.
See?
Yeah, I've got the exact same ones.
The tuxedo ones.
Yo!
Except yours are smaller because I got a bigger package.
Yeah, you got a huge cock.
Yeah.
And we love Manscaped because it keeps us tidy, keeps things neat.
It's not even about the lawnmower anymore. It's about these boxes.
Yeah, it's about the boxes and the product, like the oils and the...
Yeah, but let's chat about the boxes this one, all right? So old ones, they were, let's face it, they weren't very good.
Shit house.
The new ones, you were like, oh, well, if they're like the old ones, I'm not going to wear them. I'm like,
Literally.
bro, these are the best underwear in the thing. So I already had 3 pairs and I got Boss Man to send me down another 6. Got him to send you down 6 as well.
Yeah, thank you.
And mate, they're going to be like on rotation now, inside out the day after. You know, you get 2 uses out of them.
4.
How?
Inside out, back front.
There you go.
There you go, lads.
And you air it out for a few hours, and then you got another use.
Mate.
But they are the best, most premium, like underwear. How? Give us your review, mate.
Mate,
'Cause I'm a fan. Are you a fan?
So good. Yeah, huge fan. So the old ones, as you said, I was so deterred from them. Like, I didn't want more Manscaped underpants because I was so disappointed. And then you're like, nah, you got to give these a go. I've given them a go. They're elite. I sometimes underpants, I've got a fat ass, and they like kind of scrunch up around my gooch and like get a little bit tight. Mate, these... They're loose the whole time, but they feel packaged in.
And how good's the colorways on them?
Colorways are incredible. Little faces and stuff.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know what it is, but all I'm saying is if I'm with a chick and it ends up in the bedroom, I'm wearing these ones. These are going to be like my lucky set, bro.
This is what you want.
Yeah.
The other thing is from Manscaped, I've been using the ball exfoliator. Incredible. On your nuts, give it a good wash.
Yeah.
Give it a go.
Yeah, good stuff, guys.
If you want to pick anything up from Manscaped, use code NTF.
That'll give you 20% off and free shipping.
Let's go.
Awesome. Well, thanks very much, guys, for listening to the podcast.
Thank you very much. We hope we don't get cancelled. Love you. Bye.